Day number 3 here in Florida. 13 games coming your way, including 3 here on field number 1 as we kick things off with Wisconsin against Washington.
And over into the letters, swing and a miss pitch for her.
Clips Bannon, who will trot down to first. Ball in play, Weekly to third, scoop and a throw to get Blomberg for the second out. Bannon does advance to second.
The down and in pitch, she locates that drop really well, goes back with a strikeout up, or with the rise ball up.
Pops this ball up, goes over to second. Celise there to make the grab for out number 3. Introduce you to
Difficult to square up.
Brooklyn Carter swings at the first offering, and Carter is having a good time down in Florida. It's on base, the speedster, keep an eye. She goes state. On the ground, Speedy Carter, though, able to get to second, no problem, so advancing home. The junior, the 0-1 count was the offensive production. And so far, it's looked pretty good. Is this deep to center? Brooklyn Carter will tag up and take third. 3-0 count. Carter over at third. Ball 4.
An opportunity to come in and put the first run on the board.
Sophomore Lana Johnson awaits the pitch. This one is in play, over to short, long throw. Not enough time to let go of it for the shortstop Hubbard. That will score Carter as Johnson with the RBI.
Well, Johnson was so far out ahead of that pitch that she got it off the end of the bat, but that's exactly what allowed this run to score. Deep in the 5-6 hole and wheels down the bases allowed her to get on and Carter to scurry home.
Puts a charge into this ball, out to left center field. Grab made for out number 3, but Washington
Good morning for a 10 o'clock start.
First pitch swung on by Fiona Gerardo. That is out to deep center and gone. That'll put a little wind into the sails early on for the Badgers. The home run for Gerardo.
Huge hit for Gerardo, and what you're seeing is Wisconsin swinging early against Mainland. They saw in the first inning that that pitch was coming in down and in. So what does she do? She attacks down and in, knowing that in the first inning, that's where she was going after every batter. Takes the pitch right back up the middle because that drop ball did not get in on her hands far enough. Huge hit for Gerardo to get things started for Wisconsin. But remember, Tyler, this Wisconsin team has led in.
She's 3 for 12 here in Florida. Rolls this one over to third. Long throw by Fiedler for the out.
A swing that can produce a home run, but now with a count that sits full, she's got to be a little more careful.
Goes back for the strikeout pitch. Sits down Hubbard.
In the offseason, you're losing. You have to make sure that you continue to build your arsenal and make yourself unpredictable.
Jacobson gets her to ground out to third.
4 1/3 innings against Kentucky in the game before. So they've relied on her heavily here.
4-pitch walk issued. High action clock on our score bug you see ticking down. That is in play, as this ball is as well. And dropping to the ground in spite of the efforts out in center field to make the grab by Bannon. So Fiedler puts 2 on for.
The infielder helps you play her defensively.
Is down the bunt, will bring up the pitcher. Jacobson, the runner, safe. Speedy Carter down to first, beats it out.
Amount of rain we've gotten in Clearwater. It hasn't rained anything out, but it's made the field very soft, which helps those slappers to be able to get a little bit better touch on their short game. Place that ball right back up the middle, which is the defender that is the furthest away to be able to pick up that ball, and her speed's just too much to handle.
Instruction to her team to try to deal with this bases loaded, and that ball getting past Blomberg. 1 run in. Both runners advance. Washington capitalizing on the wild pitch. Choose wisely your spot. 3-1. Ball right at first. Runner is safe.
Themselves out of the inning, but hard ground ball over there to first. Gerardo touches first base, gets the out, delivers a nice throw to Blomberg. But look at that slide.
A beautiful
nice little
slide.
Hand drive sliding around Blomberg, gets the hand in before the tag.
That one, a hot shot over to third. Nice job by Bark defensively, but 2 more runs on the board for Washington. They lead 3-1, 9-1-2.
Well, and the reason she's been so efficient is because these Wisconsin hitters were swinging early in the count. They were trying to attack early, and Malin was taking advantage of that. Now a much more patient approach in the third. They would come into this tournament the underdog.
2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Malin sits down Bark. Home on May 29th. On the ground over to second, relayed by Solis to Nelson. For out number 2, and as is the trend usually for most colder weather schools.
By the time they hit conference play.
Ball over to second. Nice play by Solis, diving to get the third out of the inning.
Tara is one of those gritty competitors. I remember playing against her at the Women's College World Series back in 1996, and she was one of those players that I did not like to see come to the plate because she was so good at just being.
Her team last year went 44-15, finished second in the Pac-12. Runner going in safely is Stewart, so
get herself into scoring position. On the program.
0-2 the count. Jacobson to Olivia Johnson. This ball is in play into the glove. Beautiful play at short by Hubbard, trying to double off at second. Stewart, but some leather at short. Avery Hobson steps in. Back to the pitcher, Jacobson over to first. The ball getting past Girardeau, so 1 run across for Washington. Is hustling around as Stewart from second to make it 4-1.
And that rushed throw gets away. It's not a terrible throw. It's not a great throw, don't get me wrong. It's a catchable ball, but that's a very difficult play to make over there at the seams. So Salo, her scouting report, she's got really good upspin, but that spin will need to have a dry towel in her back pocket.
That ball.
And part of a pitcher's game, you don't want to leave it flat for big hitters.
There is ball 4. 2 picks are fun for us announcers here to stir up some controversy and talking points. 2-1 pitch is laced into center field. 1 run is across second being waved. The bat of Fiedler puts 2 more to the score for Washington. 6-1.
Well, and something you have to remember, as the rain falls, the grass will hold that water. So throws coming in from the outfield can sometimes get a little crazy. Driving this ball down, being a line drive hitter in that situation, so important. You want to take advantage of a ball that can hit the grass and create some crazy throws. And so good job by just driving this ball right back up the middle, not trying to do too much with it and take advantage of scoring opportunities.
Top of the order, Carter lays down the bunt. The throw is in time, but one more across is Brooke Nelson. Back home, make it 7-1. Denise puts the 1-2 on the ground to second. Cusack makes the throw to Judo for the third.
A point of emphasis that she was doing in every single pitch last year.
That ball. Second one that we've seen for Malin that she's lost inside to a right-handed hitter, clipping Brooke Cuff. 2-2 with Lucy over on first, no outs in the inning. Up top for the strikeout.
That rise ball is so hard. It's making sure that the bat is off the shoulder and attacking that mistake rather than letting it go by.
That pretty mistake broke the leather. There is strike three. Trio of strikeouts for Ruby Malin. 3-4-5 will be due up for her. Players that had huge starting contributing roles, but they at least got to experience that. And you want to feel that again. 2-2 is in the air. Fun to watch and figured to be hotly contested. Rain is picked up. That ball not picked up quite enough in the zone to register a strike as Stewart will trot down. Trying to get a grip on that ball to fire down to second as Stewart takes the... Ball four.
Their primary purpose.
3-1 pitch. Ball four. Yeah, usually, Jenny, you'll see a tongue depressor, right? Sometimes that'll come out that, you know, that. Down low, strikeouts here in the bottom of the fourth. Washington leading by 6. Manyanamo gives that one to Nelson, high into center field. The grab made for out number 3. Go to the top of the 5th inning. Deficit is 6.
Moments to be ready to take the field when their number's called.
Bojan bloops one in behind second. Begin the inning for the Badgers.
They're giving her a second to be able to walk that one off.
Ball is fair. Relayed down to first before the out. Take us through what you...
She's already got on that rise ball. That's a tough, those are tough pitches for a hitter to combat.
Ball popped out to right. Johnson there to make the grab. Check it on Echevarria over.
There's not a good vantage point to be able to get that call down the lines.
Yes, did the home plate umpire. Up in the center, Brooklyn Carter makes the catch. 7-1 it stands, bottom of the 5th inning, 9. And then the walk-off against Oklahoma State. We get to see Minnesota. 30 minutes after the conclusion of this one, Washington with an opportunity to... Ball bounces back, will allow Carter to scurry down. Third. Ball bouncing in front of Wells at home. Fiedler will advance to third. That ball laced out to the wall. Across is Fiedler Solis. Stand up double to make it 8-1 Washington. 0-2 when Yanamo loses it in the dirt. Over to third. Pinch runner Gardner takes it 60 feet away from it in this game.
Those are the things you were trying to avoid in this situation.
That ball drops in, so the run will cross Gardner across to make it 9-1. And the job is done by Washington. Holtorf effective in the at-bat. Washington, another tally to the win column. 6-1 they move to on the season. Wisconsin, unfortunately, no wins here in Florida, but I think a lot of positive takeaways for them. Jenny, your takeaways from this game?
Yeah, battling the elements, both of these teams had to struggle through, but Washington able to find the bats early and keep them going and putting the pressure on all game long. Wisconsin still looking for that first win in Clearwater.